There's increasing pressure for a newly elected UKIP councillor in Worcestershire to step down after he posted racist comments on a social networking site.
Eric Kitson claims his online posts were intended to invite public comment, but he could go down in history as having one of the shortest ever political careers. He was elected 11 days ago, but he told our reporter Kath Mackey he agrees his position is now untenable.
Shaking and close to tears, Eric Kitson, Stourport's newly elected UKIP councillor, insists he's not a racist.
I'm not a racist. I haven't got a racist bone in my body. It breaks my heart, but I can see why people think that. Obviously I can.
Mr Kitson accepts he posted anti-Semitic and anti-Islamic images on his Facebook page. They're too offensive for us to show. One depicts a pig roasting a Muslim. Another said, "Hang 'em all first, then ask questions later." A further comment was, "Unite against Islam." He says he did it to invite comment.
I'm not against any religion whatsoever. And when I saw some of these things, I thought they were offensive. And in hindsight, I was stupid to post them on my page, but I posted them for people to see because it's bad.
But his explanation's not accepted by Mumshad Ahmed from Kidderminster, who's reported Mr Kitson to the police.
I've been into the police station and I've reported it as a hate crime. And some of the images, I think it's incinerating hate amongst the Muslim community, not just Wyre Forest, but all across Worcestershire.
There's anger too at Worcestershire County Council, where Mr Kitson has undergone his induction as a new councillor.
At the moment, I don't know whether these postings are criminal or not. My view would be that they're inciting racial hatred. This is a county which has strong community cohesion, and this sort of thing undermines it.
And in Stourport, many we spoke to called for him to go.
It's not a very wise comment, as he admitted himself, so possibly not a suitable candidate.
I don't think he should stay as a councillor now. I think it's completely wrong to make remarks like that in his position.
Mr Kitson is now subject to a number of investigations, including one by his own party, UKIP, and by Worcestershire County Council. And the man who's held office for just 11 days admits himself his position is untenable.
Personally, I think I will resign, but in the state that I'm in at the minute, I wouldn't like to make that decision because right now I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
Petitions are now circulating in mosques in Worcestershire calling for Mr Kitson to resign and be prosecuted. West Mercia Police will only say they've been contacted and are now seeking more information. Kath Mackey, BBC Midlands Today, Stourport.
Well, with me now is Bill Etheridge, Chair of Dudley and Hales Owen UKIP. Good evening to you. At best, this is hugely embarrassing for your party. Should Mr Kitson resign?
Eric is resigning.
You can confirm that?
Yes, Eric is resigning. The comments and posts that he made were totally unacceptable. It was foolish. The party is totally against intolerance and racism and hate of any sort. We hope now that Eric is resigning that we can move past this, get back onto the issues, and Eric can get out of the spotlight. He has made some foolish mistakes.
Did you ask him to resign? Did the party ask him to resign?
Eric has decided himself his course of action, but he was also, and still is, subject to investigation internally in the party.
How damaging is this to UKIP?
It can be extremely damaging, but I'm glad of the opportunity to be here tonight to say that this is not what UKIP is about. This is an object lesson in the mistake of putting inflammatory and foolish things on Facebook and social media. UKIP stands against this kind of thing. We do not hate or have prejudice against anyone.
But this isn't the first time this kind of thing has happened, is it? I mean, another UKIP candidate in Worcester, Richard Dellingpole, tweeted a Photoshop picture of himself apparently standing next to Hitler. So it's not just a one-off.
Richard did that in response to a campaign of smear that was being run against the party at the time. And that was done as a comment, really, a satire on what the other parties were trying to do to us. There's no way that we agree with Hitler. We're libertarians. We're totally against fascism and that kind of thing.
But you can see how people are looking at this now and thinking, you know, once you might just about get away with that kind of behaviour, but twice is completely inexcusable.
I think there's a difference between what was done by Eric and the other example. The other example was a deliberate riposte to the smears that we were facing during the run-up to that campaign. What Eric did was a foolish and silly mistake, which I know he regrets. But
so where does this leave your party here in the West Midlands?
It leaves us fast-growing, representing the people.
Damaged?
No, because we're dealing with this now. It was a mistake by an individual within the party who has been dealt with.
But should he have resigned at the time, straight away?
I think, as your piece showed, he was under quite a lot of stress at the time. He has resigned pretty quickly, and the party accepts that, and we now move forward and we continue our fight to bring proper representation and democracy to the people of this area.
Bill Etheridge, thank you.
Thank you.
These are tough